Well, I tried to go live. That didn't work. So a little quick update. I got some videos that will be counter to this one because of how things are going to play out. But some exciting things happen. So first we got hood pins. Kind of cool. Kind of gives it the SS feel. I feel like I like it. Let me see if I can open this one-handed. This is never fun. Oh goodness, let me set the camera down and grab this. All right. Hot day in Georgia. So nothing fancy, no time lapse on this one, just down and dirty. I did a video on installing this fuel pressure transducer. Right now it's just zip tied in place. I don't like it. I really wanted a P-clamp, but I have no good place to put it other than here or off of here, and the P-clamp bolts are so small it wouldn't work. So for now I just got 2 zip tie points with this standoff zip tie. That makes it sound any fancier. This is coming off of our fuel rail, Schrader valve removed, AN4 line down to a 90-degree AN4 to our 1/8 MPT to AN4 adapter to our Holley transducer rated up to 100 PSI. So what that told us, I'll show y'all. Is, well, I can't say it showed us now. So I had 78 PSI. See what she says now. Oh, look, it's gonna read right now. Well, let's see. I'll go ahead and get down to it. So with the car running, it's at 68. This car, fuel injectors and everything is flowed for 58. Right now, I believe if I go to my fuel settings, let's see if I can remember how to get to it. See, this thing wants to know everything about your fuel system. So I have it on the last one, actual fuel pressure is supposed to be 58. But and the injectors are rated for 58. They're 42-pound injectors, which are quite a bit bigger than aftermarket, almost double than factory. So by giving it an extra 10 PSI, we're messing up all this data. It could be tuned out, probably not too bad. But the heart of the issue is our fuel pump is overpowering our Corvette regulator. So our regulator is right here. It's been slid out of its bracket. I've been playing around with this for the last probably hour and a half. That's a Corvette regulator. You can see 2 go in, 1 goes out. It's supposed to be rated at 58 PSI from the factory. So, and I didn't think about it until I went to the gas station to get some fuel. I did hear about these Corvette regulators not being able to keep up, because that's one of the biggest reasons I updated my Trans Am to a Corvette, or upgraded it to an at-the-market unit. I can't remember. It's one of those adjustable. It's a nice one. It's probably like a $200 regulator. And it's because when you put an aftermarket fuel pump, it puts out more pressure than factory. That's a factory fuel regulator. So now we're overpowering our factory regulator. I probably could go get a Wix or AC Delco. They're almost 70, 80 bucks. But the problem is, from my research in the past, they would probably, they would last a little longer, but probably fail. To me, we already noticed the issue just from the research I've done. Might as well just eat it. That's the name of the game with putting go fast parts in these cars, is you're going to have to put some other supporting mods. But what I do want to bring to light is, if I wouldn't have put on this transducer, we would have never knew of this issue. And a couple of things this fixed for the guy who's doing this stuff at home. Prior to me putting this transducer in and updating our fuel PSI, this car would not crank without putting your foot on the pedal. And it makes sense because I was telling the car it's 58 PSI, and this is one, I've already changed one regulator today. That regulator was putting out 78 PSI. So it was 20 PSI over what we're telling the computer and over what the injectors are supposed to be rated for. So they're like 60-pound injectors, and the computer's thinking it's 42, and it's just throwing our tables all off. So when I actually adjusted for real-time fuel pressure, now the car cranks up with just turning the key. If I actually probably, and it started acting up again, now I changed the regulator and I adjusted our fuel pressure. If I probably go in there and change it to 68, we'll be back square again. So just a couple of cool things. You know, we added another feature, and this is part of the Holley Terminator system. This is already a pigtail wired in. I didn't have to do anything. This is already here from the factory. You just have to add the $100 sensor and the hose to feed it that information. And I did it truthfully just for the fact of troubleshooting down the road. When the car dies, you can at least turn the key on and say, well, I got fuel pressure. That's the only reason I did it. And then here we are opening a whole another can of worms of issues that we didn't even know. And here's another thing. It's a domino effect. We would have sent this to the tuner, and this could have been something he might have kicked it back for. Like, hey, I don't know what y'all got going on with y'all's fuel system, but I got it to run, but it ain't right. You know what I mean? So we got to fix it. We got to upgrade some more parts. But cool part, you know, it doesn't look good with the hood pins. Well, we got to put them in. How'd I have it? I think I had somehow I had it looped. You know, that looks like an SS now. Yes. But there you go, guys. That's gonna be my nemesis. Cool part, you know, we got $1,000 worth of data right there, which is how much the ECU costs the customer. So all in that little 3.5-inch screen, we got our tach, we got our wideband, we got our voltage, we got our coolant. What else? Man, we got a fan indicator. We got all this information that just helped us troubleshoot this at home, where we didn't have to have a scanner or any of that stuff. So good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and post this and share this with the customer because he wanted to see what was going on. And on to the next one. We're just going to have to fix it, get it right before we go to this tuner.